What's going on, everybody? Back here with another video and a new update. As you can see, we have everything out and looking amazing in my opinion. We have both sides painted and underneath. All I have left to do now is pull the core support out, pull the motor out, and obviously all the wiring, and then we'll get painted right there where the motor's at. The front end is ready to get sent to powder coat Tuesday. I'm gonna get everything cleaned up a little bit more. The knuckles, upper control arms, drop shackles, and all that's over there. And yeah, so today basically what we're gonna be doing is marking my keys so I know where to set them back at when I get it back from powder coat. And just to make it a little cheaper for me, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything prepped the best I can so it saves me a little bit of money, just because everybody knows how expensive these can be. Just because I wanted to get a video out to you guys tonight. This is where I'm at right now. They're not going to be perfect because, like I said, they're still going to get sandblasted, but the less time and sand he has to spend on these, the less I have to deal with them. Got all this ready. I got to grab a bigger crescent wrench tomorrow to get these tie rods off and get all this prepped. And then I'm either going to grab an air hammer or a sludge hammer tomorrow and mess with this some more, but that's kind of where I'm gonna leave it at tonight. I'm gonna get this cleaned up a little bit more, get it ready, get this taken off and get it cleaned up, get it sat over there, and then that way all we have left are the 2 lower control arms, 2 torsion keys, the keys themselves, and then the mount. So, and then obviously this.
Figured I'd give you guys a little before and after of how disgusting and dirty some of these parts are before we get them all cleaned up and prepped and everything.
Just wanted to make sure I gave everybody a final look before everything went to powder coat. I ended up getting everything cleaned up the best I can besides these, and then this right here, I'm gonna talk to my powder coat guy. Right now, guys, I'm stuck if I want to run the stock Centerlink. God, I can't talk today. Or if I want to run the Kryptonite one. I don't plan on doing boosted launches right off the bat, so I got time to save up and grab one later on down the road. So I think I'm going to go ahead and run this one for now and just get up everything underneath there powder coated. But here's the cab. I know you guys like the booster seat holding it all up. Yep, we got the mom wagon out here. Really my little mom gas saver. And we're going to get this stuff to Petersburg tomorrow. Boys over at SPE Lab sent us a billet diff cover that we're going to go ahead and get thrown on the truck, but we're going to test and everything like that. But before we throw it on the truck, I am actually getting ready to go pick up the front end to the truck. So when I go pick up the front end to the truck, we're going to drop this billet diff cover off. And I just want to give a huge shout out to the guys over at SPE Lab for sending us this diff cover and allowing us to test it and see the results and see the difference from them and every other, company out here providing differential covers. Just wanted to give everybody an update. We finally got the parts back from powder coat after I went and dropped off that SPE Lab diff cover, and they are looking amazing. We are still waiting on bushings and a couple other small things so we can get them thrown up in the truck. I did start polishing the drive shaft. It's not going to be perfect, but we're getting somewhere. And I'm slowly doing the hardware white just to match, just to give the truck an overall clean look. And what we're going to go ahead and do is get the front end on. And that way, I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the motor. I'm going to go ahead and get the gas tank thrown in. I got powder coated blue gas tank straps. And then we're going to pull the motor, cross member, or core support, core support, and get that powder coated. Get this harness depinned, re-loomed, and then repinned. Get all that re-cleaned up and start on probably either building my transmission or building the motor. I haven't decided yet. We also got to do the rockers and cab corners on the cab I got outside. So I haven't even really got to do an in-depth video of the cab. As you can see, I'm gonna have to do some repairs right there, and then inner and outer rockers and part of this back piece, which I may just order a new whole back piece And if I do that, if I end up putting a whole new back piece on here, we're just gonna go ahead and put the Nissan Titan rear sliding window back here, because that's been my plan this whole way too. But I'm trying to save something for me to do next year, so when it's winter I actually have something to do. Fix dents like that, and then obviously the rockers and cab corners. Only reason I'm doing all this is because this is the only cheap sunroof cab I could find that would work. Also gotta do some modifications up here. I'll show you guys more the more we get into it, but I'm thinking about doing a little two-tone, so painting the firewall a whole different color than I'm doing the truck, just to kind of like, when I pop the hood you can just tell, you know what I mean? But yeah, we got a lot of body work to get ready to do to this girl, but I just wanted to show you guys and just let you guys see the cab. And then over here is the Protec bed. I got a little piece right here that needs repaired. Where is it at? Right there. It's gonna get put back on. It's not too much. These beds are really rare and I don't want to just get rid of it. But we also got some of the front end on now. As you can see, their bolts are only half-ass in there right now until I get the ball joints and everything like that pressed in. We're still waiting on the torsion key bar or bracket. That way we can get the keys up in there, get the bars up in there, and then wheel bearing CV shafts, get the front diff painted and in there. I'm not gonna powder coat it because I really don't want to take it apart. So we're just gonna get it painted, change fluid on it, get it put back up in there, and then we're waiting on CV shafts and wheel bearings, and she will be all back on 4 wheels again. And then if we come back here, the 2-inch drop shackles, 2.5, whatever you want to call them, just wasn't cutting it, so I went ahead and got 3. I'm glad I didn't get these powder coated and I just painted them to see how I liked them, because obviously I need to do blue right there. I do have new hardware that's driving me insane seeing the old rusty hardware in there. Yes, I have new hardware. Waiting for the tie rod ends from Kryptonite, and I kept the stock steering bar. Can't even think of it right now. I kept this stock right now, and then later on down the road, like I said, I don't want to have a bunch of stuff done on the truck and then me not be able to tinker with it down the road, so I'm saving some stuff. But yeah, that's you guys pretty much caught up. We're going to also pull these rear blocks, and then I got to put little plastic tabs inside these leaf springs. But gas tank straps are over there and dust shields. That way we can get ready to get those sent to powder coat. I'm about to finish polishing the drive shaft, and then all that's next is we're cutting these cab mounts out. Certain ones, not all of them are bad, as you can see. Just, I think it was like 2 that are bad. We're gonna get plasma cut it out and then go ahead and weld some new ones in there. I think what I'm thinking we're gonna do is once these 4 wheels get put back on, I think that's when I'm gonna pull the motor harness and all that. And that way I could put the cab on, bed on, throw the fenders and everything inside, get the body work done, get it sent to paint. Or I'm still thinking about doing the paint myself and just doing it in one of my driveways. Getting this out, getting the motor and trans built right here, and going from there. But that's pretty much where I am at right now. It's taken a lot of my money and time, so I'm working as much as I can so I can try to get you guys a video out. I'm just not made of money. It takes time, and I don't want to half-ass any of this. I want to make sure it's something I'm not going to have problems with throughout the year. Like, I want to be able to go out, be able to beat on a damn thing and it not break down. I know there's going to be kinks and stuff we got to work out, but my vision is finally coming clear now that a lot of this powder coat is here. But I seriously appreciate you guys staying with me for this journey. Wait till you guys see what's in plan for this. 1,000 horsepower videos for a reason. And then we're also going to build this ourselves. So got a lot in store for everybody. Can't wait. And then maybe later on down the road, we'll get this old girl built. Another thing that I'm doing is I'm going to get new bumper brackets and get them powder coated. I just like it because I know you'll see it, you know. I've went new bolts, new bushings and everything like that. I might as well not cheap out on this because this is something you'll see. And, you know, it's the little details that are going to add up. Well, I got bored the other night. As you can see, I went ahead and pulled the motor and core support. And now I'm going to go ahead and pull all the powder coat parts right back off and get those set aside. That way I can get cleaned in there, painted in there, and get everything looking really good. Put all the powder coat parts back on. Then we could focus. I think actually we're gonna set that over there next to the transmission and focus on this nightmare of wiring harness. As you can see, and there's more. The amount of wiring we have to do is just sickening. So we got the core support pulled, still got to get it stripped down of all the plastics and everything. That way I can get it sent to powder coat. We still got a little small pile over here. I'm going to get ready to get sent to powder coat, I think Tuesday, which will be like 3 days from when you guys see this video. But yeah, we got the motor pulled, core support pulled. Just going to get this all cleaned up after we pull these parts back off. And in the next video, you guys will be seeing the painted engine bay. I'm probably going to go ahead and record that process. And me basically putting this whole truck back on 4 wheels will be the next video. And maybe even the core support going back in. And probably a little bit of wiring. So this will wrap up this video. I appreciate you guys taking your time out your day and watching these videos. And I'll keep on working my best to make them better and better. Hopefully everybody has a good day. And that's it. Marine.